season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their quarterback at 6'2" out of Auburn. It's Jarrett Stidham.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. The 4-touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, it's impossible to see the Raiders and Steelers in Pittsburgh and not think of our namesake, the late, great John Madden, and the immaculate reception game. With some...
And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for the Steelers score. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now it's Stidham. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. From midfield now, here's Stidham. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
Cameron Sutton
in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on third down. Stidham. And that will be incomplete.
I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here.
Now we get our first look at the hometown kid, rookie Kenny Pickett from the University of Pittsburgh, as he leads the Steeler offense out for their first possession.
You know what I did in pregame? I made sure I touched him as he went by. I want a little bit of what he's got.
The golden arm from last week.
Oh, how much fun was that to watch that game tape, all right? The number of touchdowns, what was that, 5 last week?
Yeah.
But 0 interceptions. So you think he's due to throw a pick? But I'm betting that he continues the streak in this game.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. They'll run again with Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the draw, it's Harris. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with...
Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble, and the Raiders pick it up. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
And whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble?
And now before the ball changes hands, we're going to take a look at this just a minute. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now Pickett will look to pass it.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Looking to throw again on second down. Pickett, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's got some space here. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact. And that strength was on display there.
On 1st and 10, it's Stidham.
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted.
It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all. That's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And oh, he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Pickett looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Raiders are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jacobs going to try the middle, and he is going to lose yardage here.
Devin Bush sprinting behind the line to track down the ball carrier.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now it's Stidham.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Stidham from the shotgun. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. The Raiders at 10-4 on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
After one, 7-0. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football, as they've got it with a third down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Graham has puttered out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis. Stidham. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. 4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. From the right hash, this from 48. The kick by Carlson is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Kenny Pickett and the Steelers ready to work once again. And he's been off target here early on. 2 drives, 2 interceptions. They'll look to snap that streak here as they start 1st and 10. Pickett now on 1st down. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. To throw again on 2nd down. Pickett. He gets it complete to Harris. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Anyone who watched Najee Harris at Alabama knows the kind of strength that this guy runs with, and he's continuing on that path here at the next level. That's caught downfield by Pickens. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He got 29 yards that time. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Harris will score. Touchdown, Steelers. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Stidham. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action with Stidham. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw it with Stidham. And he slings one that's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Here's Stidham. Able to find Waller. That's complete. Touchdown. Darren Waller. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have got it back to within a score.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. That time, a 9-play drive. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by Darren Waller. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Dialing up another pass here. Pickett completing it to the right side. Johnson. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Pickett to throw on first down. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Pickett now from the gun here. That's going to be caught downfield by Miller. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 26. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. That's complete to his tight end flyer move. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Boswell's kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football, and something they've worked on since the OTAs and minicamps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. This fielded right at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 19-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. Room here to run. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 54 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14. Here's Pickett. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Benny Snell, 28 yards. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you to bigger errors.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. To throw is Stidham. Looking deep for Adams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 37. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Well, that last one makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Play action. It's Stidham. And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a gain of 35. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Stidham to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams. A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Raiders have cut it back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive, because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. Is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1.
To return, it's Cam Sutton.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field.
Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
It's brought in by Harris. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Pickett back to throw. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens.
A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now Pickett.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
On 2nd and goal. Pickett to the end zone, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's raise is not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Boswell's kick is good. And will extend their lead even further. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown is 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Personal foul, unnecessary running,
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. It's a jet sweep. This is Renfro. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. That's a jet sweep. This is Adams. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains. That was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Stidham. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Stidham. Got a man. It's Johnson. End zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal now. That time a 6-play drive. And it winds up at 6 points for the Raiders. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So with the Steeler offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their own 20-yard line.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. He's got this to Pickens.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Holding. Offense.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll bring up second down. Harris running straight ahead, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Back to throw, Pickett.
Open man is Miller, he's got it.
And he will have a Steelers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Pickett sets up play action.
He gets it complete to Harris. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
Pickett now on first down.
Fuller brings it in over the middle.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Throwing again on second down.
Pickett. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Pickett, he's going to throw it again. Finding Pickens for another catch. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Pickett's throw taken in by Miller.
And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. First and 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
This is Harris on the draw. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now.
Pickett.
Forced out to his left. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the tackle. Defense.
Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
They hand this off to Harris. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Looking to throw, Pickett.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. From 4 yards out.
And the Steelers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Takes it at the 7th. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. On 1st and 10, it's Stidham. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Now it's Stidham. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And now they're in the hurry-up. Stidham sets to throw on 1st. Able to connect with Jacobs. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Now Stidham connecting with Renfro. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Open man, that's Renfro. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
The kick by Carlson is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. And now out come the Steelers. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Abdullah to return. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. So the Raiders now down on the scoreboard. At time, a huge factor. And their 4-game winning streak in great danger. Stidham gets this to Waller. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Stidham to throw it.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers have just about sewn up this football game. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
What a